How you doing? I'm Currie Richardson. I represent the Mununjali people of southeast Queensland, the Kukiyalanji people of North Queensland, and the Miriam people of the Torres Straits. And my totem is the sea eagle and shark. Culture for me is everything. It's about empowerment, it's about learning, listening, it's about paying it forward to the next generation and also paying it back to the past generation that have paved the way for us right now. The way I incorporate culture into my everyday life is by when I go to work as a dancer at Bangarra Dance Theatre, I make sure I take the stories of 40,000 years with me and try and embody that within my performance. I think that's the most important thing with me is living through that, living through my ancestors and my generations that came before us, my past ancestors. And even though I wasn't brought up as a dancer, I knew through my bloodline that I'm a storyteller through and through. That's embedded. Journey to become a professional dancer with Bangarra Dance Theatre started off as a traditional Torres Strait Island dancer with my Uncle Noel Zaro and Auntie Kay Zaro down in Canberra as a part of the Garibsik Torres Strait Island Dance Company. At Bangarra, we draw upon 40,000 years of culture, Aboriginal and Torres Strait Island cultures, to tell our stories, from the likes of historical figures like Benelong, Patagarang and Mathina, to more abstract and discussing the political stances of where we are today's society. Everything that we do at Bangarra is about Aboriginal and Torres Strait Island culture, and that's how I like to live my life as well. My favourite part about being with Bangarra Dance Theatre isn't about performing to sold-out crowds in New York City or Paris or Istanbul and Vietnam. It's about going back to the remote communities, to the grassroots of where we began, basically, where our next generation is coming through, where we get to teach them our dances, our stories, but also empower them and help them not be shamed and be game and be out there. One of my most memorable moments was when we went out to the central deserts in Umuwa, and we tried to teach workshops, and some of the kids were really shamed and embarrassed to get up and take part in the workshops that we were taking. That night we held a disco for all the kids with all our music and stuff like that, and it was a whole different story. These kids are out there dancing and popping it like Beyonce and stuff like that, and they have all this natural talent in the world. And that's what I really want to focus on, is trying to embrace that talent that they're born with, the natural storytelling that, as Indigenous people, that we're all born with, and try and enhance that and put it on a big stage out in the world. So that's one of my most memorable moments. My message to the next generation is to think about the generation before us, before me. Think about what they did, what they sacrificed to get what we have today. From things like teaching and the little things, the teaching, the sporting equipment, the stuff that we take for granted, that our ancestors and our elders never had, that they had to fight, to the death basically for. My message for you is to embrace that and try wholeheartedly with all your might to do the best that you can, not just for yourself, not just for your family or your community, but those that had sacrificed so much before us.